Section 3.3, homework problem number 8. In the previous example, we subtracted 142 minus 83. So we can look at the subtraction again. Now, so first we try to subtract from the ones place. 2 minus 3, that's not enough. So we're going to borrow from the fourth. Using real objects, it's like take one of the 10 bundles and break it apart. So that will leave us 3 bundles. And that one bundle will be turned into 10 loose toothpicks, individual toothpicks, plus 2, that gives us 12. And 12 minus 3, that gives us 9. So notice in the process here, because our place number system has a place value 10, which we talked about in chapter 1. So which means every 10 of them we're going to bundle up. Or when we do subtraction, when you have a 10 bundle, when you take it apart, you're going to get 10. So where did this little 1 come from? Let me highlight this little 1 right here. It actually means a 10 because it comes from one of the 10s. But we do have place values in real life that's not a 10, a lot of them. For example, when we talk about the time, 1 hour is not equal to 10 minutes. And, you know, like in place value, in the number system, 110 equals 10 ones, and 100 equals 10 tenths. So it's always a relationship of 10 multiplying by 10 or divided by 10. But for the time, 1 hour is not 10 minutes, it's actually 60 minutes. And similarly, 1 minute is not 10 seconds, it's another 60 seconds. So the place value is actually 60, not 10. And similarly, in your homework question, it's talking about a quart and an ounce. So 1 quart is not equal to 10 ounces. So be careful. It's not 10 ounces. And in metric system, a lot of them has a relationship of 10 to sort of match the number system we're using with the place value 10. But in America, a lot of units don't have a relationship of 10. So that's why, so you can see the mistake here. When you convert 1 quart, you're not going to get 10 fluid ounces. So you can, that's where you kind of see where the mistake is. So we can look at my example. Again, time is also example. So when we minus 9:45 from 11:30, now, first we try to do 30 minutes. So again, when we subtract ounces by ounces here, quarts by quarts here. If you don't have enough, you have to break apart a quart. And just pay attention to the relationship. It's not 10. 1 quart is not 10 fluid ounces. Same thing here. So we're going to subtract the minutes and from minutes. So when I try to do 45, subtract 45 minutes from 30 minutes, that's not enough. And so I'm going to have to borrow from the hour. Notice we have 11 hours, so I can reduce that down to 10 hours. So 11 becomes a 10. I should probably put a 10 here. But 1 hour, again, is equal to 60 minutes, not 10 minutes. So when I take one of the 11 hours, which reduces 11 to 10, but that 1 hour is going to be turned into 60 minutes right here. And here we don't really need the seconds. We don't have any seconds to subtract, so I'm going to get rid of that. So 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So we're going to add the 60 minutes to the 30 minutes that we have, and that gives us a total of 90 minutes. So here's my correction here. And notice that the mistake the student made right here, you can see what she did is, so first they try to do, okay, 0 minus 5, that's not enough. So maybe the student will borrow from this 3. And so that will increase this to a 10, which is fine, because 30 means 3 times 1/10 is a 10. So we can increase the 0 to a 10. And we do 10 minus 5, which gives a 5. But when after that, we actually, let me temporarily remove that. So this 3 will be reduced down to a 2. Now, let me start over here. So when they try to do 2 minus 4, that's not enough. So they will have to borrow from the hour. So the mistake the student made here is, so that Erin, she thought 1 hour, I guess we all know 1 hour is 60 minutes, but maybe she's not paying attention. She's trying to do something similar to what we did with subtracting our numbers. So borrow 1 hour from here, that will reduce that down to a 0 or 10 hours. And then she turned that 2 to a 12. Use a different color. So she added 10 to 2, which turned that into 12, and 12 minus 4, which gives her 8. And then do 10 hour minus 9 hour equals 1. And the mistake right here is 1 hour is not equal to 10 minutes. So when we borrow 1 hour from 11 hour, that it's going to turn that into 60 minutes instead of 10 minutes. So we cannot add a 10 to 2 here. We actually have to add that 60 minutes to the 30 minutes, which makes us a 90 minutes here. So and then we do, and you can see right here I crossed out the 3. Instead of putting a 12 up here, I put a 9, or you can put a 90 if you want. So because why it should be 90? Because 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So 30, we already have a 30 minutes plus that 1 hour we borrowed. So this was from the 1 hour we borrowed from the 11 hour. So that's going to be turned into a 90. So you can just go ahead and put a 90 here and then do 90 minus 45, which gives us 45. Of course, when you do 90 minus 45, because both of them are minutes, and this 9 really means 9/10. So you could use the standard algorithm and adding a 10 minus 5, because we're not converting from hour to minutes. Both of them are minutes. It's 90 minutes, 9 10 minutes, or 4 10 minutes. So we're going to get 45 the same way. And so again, the mistake here is we cannot just add a 10 to that 3, and we have to add a 60 to that 30 to get 90. Okay, so for this homework problem, it's very similar. And just another reminder, 1/4 is not 10 fluid ounces. So you have to figure out, and you can Google online or whatever if you already know that. 1/4 equals how many fluid ounces. So when you borrow from this 2, it's going to reduce 1/4 down to 1/4, but it's not going to be, the fluid ounces is not increased by 10, okay?